Now we get into the jams, the songs that nobody else has ever heard of, at least here in America. At number 17 on my fantasy playlist, up 5 notches from 22, is a Scottish band called Texas. Once in a Lifetime on my fantasy playlist, July 24th, 1999. They're from Scotland, as I've already mentioned. The group founded came into being in 1986 by Johnny McElhone, formerly of Hitsway. Remember the song The Honey Thief back in 1987? I guess he was in that band. Also in the band Altered Images, that would be earlier in the 80s, a new wave band, and a woman named Charlene. It's Spiteri. I'm just going to pronounce it as Spiteri. Charlene Spiteri. And they made their performing debut in March of 1988 at the University of Dundee. They put out their debut album around 1988, 1989, which was a success. Two of the albums that followed that didn't do too well, but then they came out with White on Blonde. In 1997, it featured their biggest American hit, Say What You Want, but then there was a song called Black Eyed Boy on that album. Hitline was all over Black Eyed Boy. I cannot put enough good words in for this record. It was not hit here in America, but it went to number 2, number 3, no, number 5 in Britain. It was a big hit in England, but not over here. But Hitline played the hell out of it. Black Eyed Boy is a nostalgic tour de force. It is straight out of the Motown repertoire. It is Motown. You'd think that Holland Dozier Holland had written this record, and that the Funk Brothers were playing on this. But it's the Scottish group Texas doing Black Eyed Boy, and Charlene Spiteri, she nailed the vocals. She gave it a super soulful delivery. She was spot on. Had that soul, had that pristine voice. God, what a lovely woman. What a lovely voice. I was absolutely enchanted by that record. But that's not the record I'm playing for you. That's on an earlier fantasy playlist. I'll save all the husband for that one, or what's left. The album that came after White on Blonde was called The Hush, and then Once in a Lifetime was from that album. It went to number 4 in England, but did not hit here in America. Although Hitline, they were on this record too. God, thank God for Hitline back in the 90s. They were awesome. Awesome top 40 satellite radio station. And I got Once in a Lifetime on my fantasy playlist at number 17, the week of July 24th, 1999.